Dear student, good evening. Sorry for the late today's class. So since I was having a busy schedule today for some funeral, right? So, dear student, in the last class we have discussed about the monohaloalkanes and its different types, right? So in monohaloalkane, mono means single. If a single halogen atom is present around the what are halogen, then definitely that means in a derivative of alkane, if a single halogen is present, then it is called as a monohaloalkanes, and these are again can be classified into primary haloalkane, monohaloalkane, secondary monohaloalkane, and the tertiary monohaloalkane. And remember, these are very important, right? So that means primary, secondary, and tertiary. How you will identify whether it is a primary or secondary or tertiary is just based on what? Based on the number of alkyl group present around that carbon to which the halogen is directly attached, right? So I will show once again why. Because in examination, the see, if it is a primary, then directly they can give a structure like this also, right? This structure, once again, one we can write like this: CH2X. This is also a primary. I mean, a single methyl group is attached to which carbon? To carbon to which the halogen is attached. So only single. So if it is a secondary, then definitely the thing will be like this, right? So yeah, make one more CH3. That means you must and should know in the organic chemistry of writing different variety of structures. So that is very important. If it is a tertiary, then it will be like this: X. Make one more, right? So but the condition is only single, I mean, halogen should be attached to the central carbon atom. That is the main important thing. And primary, secondary, and tertiary we decide based on the number of alkyl group, or else this can also give like this, right? So both, I mean, all the three representations are same only, right? So it is a general form, it is example form, and it is a open, I mean complete structure, one we can say, right? Complete condensed and line structure. In our organic chemistry we say like that, right? So thus like how the monohaloalkane, again we have divided into three different: primary, secondary, as well as the tertiary monohaloalkanes, right? So now moving towards dihaloalkanes, the name itself indicates di means what? Two. Dihaloalkanes. So di means there must be a two halogens, right? So there must be a two halogen atoms. Before going to di, one more concept is left over. So which is vicinal dihalide and geminal dihalides. Already you have studied in sorry, in case of dihalide only I can explain that. Okay, no problem. So I thought it will be in monosaccharide, but it is not there in that. Dihaloalkanes, right? So dihaloalkanes means, see, already know di means definitely there will be a presence of two halogens to the carbon atom, right? If it is both the halogens are attached to a single carbon atom, then we divide vicinal and geminal. Later we will discuss. But dihalogen is nothing but, in dihaloalkane type of compound, the two hydrogens are replaced with what? Halogen atoms, like this. Say for example, if we see the general structure of these, CnH2n X2, right? So general form. These are very important for your competitive examinations, right? So if you know these, then one you can decide whether it is a di, tri, tetra, like halogens, right? So Cn, H2n, X2. But in case of monohaloalkane, it was the case was different. Cn H2n plus 1x, right? Like that. But now in dihaloalkanes, the general form of this is different, and the definition will be like this. These are the type of haloalkanes in which two hydrogens are replaced with the what halogen compounds or halogen atoms. So if we see the example, the complete structure, by taking complete structure, then it will be like this. There are two X atoms around the carbon atom, or else like this, you can say to the single carbon atom or to the terminal carbon atoms like this. But in a compound, there should be two halogen groups. Such haloalkanes are called as dihaloalkanes. So now the case is, here we can make some doubts, or some doubts will come, right? So here, see here, it is also a dihaloalkane. It is also a dihaloalkane, but here the halogens are attached to the two different carbon atoms in this case. But here both the halogens are attached to the what? Same carbon atom. See here. So dihaloalkanes are again divided into two types, right? So dihaloalkanes are divided into two types. That means, or else directly you can say, first one, geminal dihalides and vicinal dihalide. This is also called gem dihalide, right? Geminal you can say completely, or in short, one we can call this as a gem dihalides. So in gem dihalides, right? So these are the dihalides in which, if both the halogens, right, both the halogen atoms are attached to the same carbon atom, then such same carbon atom, very important, right? If you are making a notes, then you just listen these words very importantly. If both the of course it is a halide type, I mean dihalogen, I mean haloalkane type, but if both the halogens are attached to the single carbon atom, just nowadays I have shown you, right? CH2X2, like this, same carbon atom. Or else if we see the open structure, nowadays I have just shown you, right? X, H and H, like this. Or else if we write a big molecule, then it will be like this: CH2, CH, X2, 2, 3, 4, right? Like this. But it must and should attach to the same carbon. That means both the halogen groups are attached to the same carbon atom, then those are called as geminal dihalides, right? So geminal dihalides are nothing but what? If both the halogens are attached to the same carbon atom, then such dihalides are called as geminal or gem dihalides, right? And one more thing is vicinal or Wick dihalides, right? So vicinal or Wick dihalides, vicinal, or else directly one we can say Wick dihalides or dihaloalkanes, you can say, right? Dihalides. So now here if here also there should be a presence of two halogens. Why? Because it is a type of dihalide. It is a type of haloalkane, like two halogen groups must be there in the compound, right? So now the case is different. If two external, dihalides containing two halogen atoms attached to adjacent carbon atom, right? Like this. So if, different carbon atoms, adjacent carbon atom. So like this, CH2X, CH2, X. That means here the case is different. The compound is single only. The compound is ethane type, but the halogens are attached to different carbon atoms. Both the different carbon atoms. Or else, one more example, one we can write like this: CH3, CHCl, CH2C, like this. If dihalides are attached to adjacent carbon atom, not terminal. Terminal is different. One more type we have extra for extra point. I will give that. But if they are present at the adjacent carbon atoms, adjacent means beside, aju baju, right? Like that. That means if it is like this, then it will not be called as a Wick or vicinal dihalide. Very important, dear students, here. Make a correction, right? So now they must be present beside the carbon atoms like this, right? Such compounds are called as vicinal dihalides. They must be present on the adjacent carbon atom. Such dihalides are called as what? Vicinal or Wick dihalides. And one more is terminal dihalides. The name itself indicates terminal means last carbons, right? Terminal dihalides. Terminal dihalides. So terminal means at the end of chains, right? Like this. Cl, CH2, 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 Cl, right? Or else you can make a big chain, right? Br, CH2, 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 Cl, like this. Or else Br, same halogen you can take, or else you can take different halogen atoms. But halogen must be there in number 2. That means terminal means at the end when we say. If they are present at the end of terminal carbon atoms of a chain, then such dihalides are called as what? Terminal dihalides, right? I repeat, these dihaloalkanes are again separated into, we can see the 3 cases over dihalides. We cannot say these are divided, but in dihalides, we can see the 3 different varieties. First one is Ziminal or Zan dihalides, in which both the 2 halogen atom must be attached to a single carbon atom, right? Single carbon atom, if they are attached to the single carbon atom, then definitely those are called as Ziminal or Zan dihalides. Coming to the vicinal means adjacent. They must be adjacent. They must not be a gap like this. They must be adjacent. They must be attached to the adjacent carbon atoms. There must not be a gap. Such dihalides are called as vicinal dihalides. Vicinal means you just remember adjacent, right? One part. And coming to the terminal means at the end of the chain, right? Both from left to right, if we are going, then at the left first carbon atom and the right last carbon atom must and should have a halogens like this. There may be a n number of gap between them, but the thing is at the terminal carbon atoms, both the end, that means at the both the end terminal carbon atoms, if the halogen atoms are attached, then such dihalides are called as what? Terminal dihalides. This is all about dihaloalkanes. Coming to the next one, that is polyhaloalkanes, right? So polyhaloalkanes. Poly means already you know. Poly means many, right? More than 2, one we can say. 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. 5, 6 will not come. Why? Because Only 4 when we can see around the carbon. Why? Because the valency of carbon is 4 only. Haloalkanes, right? So here more than 2 one we can say, and last is 4, right? So polyhaloalkanes can be obtained by the replacing more than 2 hydrogen atoms. Not only 2, more than 2, right? The number should be more than 2. That means 3 or 4, right? So such compounds or such dihalides are called as what? Polyhaloalkanes, right? We have very common examples like chloroform, right? So you remember these words, very important. Chloroform, right? CHBr3, bromoform, CHI3, iodoform, or CHF3 fluoroform, one we can say, but it is very rare. These three are very common. Or else, if I exceed one more halogen, then CCl4, carbon tetrachloride, carbon tetrachloride. So like this, one we can say these are called as polyhaloalkanes. These are obtained when we replace more than 3 hydrogen atoms from the derivative of alkane, right? Or from the alkanes, one we can say. If we replace more than 3 hydrogen atoms from the alkanes, then such haloalkanes are called as what? Polyhaloalkanes, right? So these are the some different types what we saw now just, right? So this is all about today's class, dear students, and sorry for the late. Please do follow the classes, right? Sometime it may be late or else some because of some busy schedules. So please what respect the things whatever we send, right? If you are making a late to watch the video, then just go through the dates, right? Thank you.